Mike Tirico with Greg Olsen, the rookie, Tyler Luke, set to kick things off. And off we go here in Baltimore. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Cleveland offense set to take the field for the first time. They'll be led out by the veterans. Still go. Former Super Bowl MVP, comeback player of the year in 2023. It's Joe Flacco.
You know, it's funny how time flies, Mike, and we won't call him old. We'll just call him experienced. And here's a guy who's been doing this for a really long time at a high level, and he's going to hope that some of that experience works in his favor today. And when he plays well, this is proven to be a really hard team to beat. And that's exactly what every defense is trying to do in the passing game. They want to muddy up these windows, Mike, make every throw as contested as possible. No separation, contact right at the catch point, and does a great job forcing the incomplete pass.
And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield. A pickup there of 25 yards. It's a Browns first down.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch from contact.
And some good blocking, springing up a gain of 9 as we get to third down.
It's a gain of 9. Makes it 3rd and inches.
They'll try to sneak it here and take this inside the 40 to the 39, but most importantly, they've got it. That's a first down.
And the Browns first down.
I know it's early in this game, but in my mind, that's 4-down territory, and certainly now the coach doesn't have to make that decision. He keeps it on the ground on 3rd and short, gets a fresh set of downs, and now they got to see if they can come away with some points.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Completing that one to Carter. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, inside the 20.
First down.
A gain there of 20. First down, Cleveland.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes.
The Ravens 13-yard line.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. They'll run once more with 4. And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up 3rd down.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
Here's Flacco. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is 4th down.
But here we find the best laid plans sometimes do go astray. Every offense, Mike, what do they tell us? We want to stay ahead of the chains. We want to stay on schedule. This was a 3rd and very reasonable. Incomplete on that 3rd down try. Now brings up 4th and short.
And he will score! Jerome Ford. Touchdown, Cleveland. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown. That is a dream start for this offense.
The kicking team off for the extra point. His kick is good, and the Browns will take a 7-0 lead.
Ravens nothing.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Justice Hill to return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. So the Ravens will come out, and they are led by the man who's won the MVP twice and was the runner-up a season ago. Hard to believe it is year 8 for Lamar Jackson as the Ravens quarterback. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw, and he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. They get 13 to begin the drive. It's a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
Yeah, the first carry for King Henry. And he'll get it back to midfield. That's it. No gain on the play.
Great job here defensively, Mike. Make them snap the ball again. 2nd and 1, they're not conceding anything. Make it 3rd and 1 and see if your defense can come up again with a stop for no gain.
3rd and inches. They'll run the sneak. Trying to find any seam he can, but the push too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's 4th down.
I don't want to take anything away from the quarterback here, Mike. He did a nice job picking up that first down, but this play is won or lost by the big guys up front. They're the ones who need to get off the snap on time, get leverage on the defender, and create the space needed for the quarterback to pick up the first down.
He'll dump this down to the fullback coming out of the backfield. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 13 yards. Good for a Raven first down.
They do a really nice job of picking up the pressure, and that's what allows him to have the time to go through his entire progression. He sees his check down wide open, gets the ball into his hands, and he does the rest.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
There's very few defenses in today's NFL, Mike, that you can play the cornerback position and be unwilling to tackle. Those days are kind of over, so give credit to this guy. I mean, he identified run, he understood his leverage and gap fit, and he's able to bring him down for no gain.
2nd down, Jackson. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down.
And 10.
Zay Flowers, the intended receiver. And now it's going to be 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson. That's going to be caught. And he'll be out of bounds, well short of the line to gain. And that'll set up 4th down.
The best guys I've been around, Mike, they have a sense where they can see the ball, but they can feel the sideline. And that's kind of an innate sense that these guys have that allows them to concentrate and secure the catch and ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
This one off the upright. He had the distance, but it's no good. And they are not able to draw closer. That's the danger. They try to sell out and block it. Instead, get the roughing call, and it results in a 1st down. Now Lamar going to hang on to it. He'll fight forward for a short pickup to the 16. Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. Look him up on a 2nd down and 8. It's a zone read, and Jackson's going to keep it. Oh, the ball's out. The Browns have it. And now, following the turnover, we have an injured player on the field. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. And remember now, all turnovers must be reviewed by replay. So this one is going to need a little closer look. At issue was the knee, or any other body part except the hand, down before the ball comes loose. And are the visuals convincing enough to overturn the call on the field? So that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble. He'll try and run for this with Henry. And he'll take this one in. Derrick Henry. Touchdown, Baltimore.
Touchdown, Ravens.
Tyler Luke now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Ravens come right back to tie it at 7.
Ties the game at 7.
Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. On the return, it's Jerome Ford. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. The Browns offense ready to possess the football for the 2nd time. All even here in this opening quarter. And the drive will begin with 1st down. They'll open this drive on the ground with Ford. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down.
Smith in on the tackle. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 25-yard line.
To throw is Flacco. This pass caught by Judy. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
A bit of a quick hitter here. And what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Now a 3rd and 2. He'll try and run for the 1st down. It's Ford. And it looks like he's going to have that 1st down. He will, not by a whole lot, but he's got it enough. They convert on 3rd down.
1st down, Cleveland.
So 3rd and 2, sometimes it's not about being fancy. You don't need your back to be a hero. Make sure, no matter what, pick up the yards needed, convert that 1st down. Now, if there's an opportunity to pop it, great. But don't try to go for the home run and bring up 4th down.
Throwing, Flacco. That's caught. It's Jerome Ford. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield. A pickup of 14 on that one. It's a Browns first down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down.
And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
First down.
Give them 10 more on that one. Just enough for another first down. Now, faking the give. The pressure, too much, and he goes down. That is a Dafe Owe in there to drop him that time. It's a loss of 7.
And these are the type of splash plays that can have an impact, especially as the game goes on. So offensive line has to do a better job to make sure that they have this protection shored up and that this isn't a sign of things to come.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Flacco to throw. He's got his man Carter. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. It's been a busy first quarter for him so far. His 3rd catch goes for a first down.
Great pre-snap recognition here by the quarterback. He looks outside and sees man coverage, and he knows exactly where he's going to go with the ball. Now it's up to the receiver to create separation at the top of the route. Ball's on time, great placement, nice big pickup.
He brought down inside the 25. Marlon Humphrey is there to bring him down. From the 24 now, here's 2nd down and 6. Flacco. Here's a screen set up for 4. And it looks like he's going to come up just short of the first down. Out of bounds, a yard shy of what they needed. So they'll have to pick it up on 3rd down.
It's 3rd down.
Here's a run with the rookie from Ohio State. Oh, the defense meets him in the backfield. They stopped him dead in his tracks and set up 4th down.
Well, this seems pretty straightforward. 3rd and 1, just dial up a run play and run straight downhill. But this defense had other plans. They were ready and expecting that run, and they're able to take the ball carrier down for a loss.
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on 4th down. Here's Flacco to throw. That is pulled in at the 5. And they continue to churn out first downs. What a drive. It continues now with 1st and goal.
Every team in the league practices these situations every single day. That's a critical 3rd down, Mike. So now with this fresh set of downs, they got to just take a deep breath. Now you're really not so much playing against your opponent as much as you are playing against this clock.
And he's going to lose yardage here, taken down back at the 8.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal.
From a little further back, here's 2nd and goal. Now Flacco. Left side, he's got Njoku. And he's going to be brought down. And with that tackle, we hit the end of the first quarter of play. Start of the second. Browns in control of the football. Line of scrimmage, the 3. 3rd and goal. As we are ready to get back underway. Throwing here on 3rd. He is hit before he can get rid of it. And down he goes. Marlon Humphrey, usually found in coverage. That time on the blitz. Gets there for the sack.
When you can bring cornerbacks on pressure, man, that changes everything for the defensive play caller. Offenses spend all week worrying about linebackers, defensive linemen. How are they going to protect the quarterback? But when you can time up a secondary pressure like this, man, oftentimes there's no answer for it.
No issues there. This one is good. And the Browns will break our tie and take a 10-7 lead.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in 1st and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
Across the 20, they'll mark them down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. The Ravens offense about ready to get going on their 2nd possession. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. In motion goes Likely. Play action now. Jackson. He'll get it into the hands of Zay Flowers. Nice gain here. He's going to be marked down at the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 10. That's enough for a quick 1st down.
1st and 10 at the
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. Nice job there making that happen.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
These negative runs, they just make everything for the play caller that much more difficult, Mike. So they've got to find a way to be more efficient on these early downs, meaning 1st and 2nd down, because if not, you find yourself the entire game in 3rd and pass, and that's what every single defense in the league is trying to do.
Now a screen set up for Henry.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
3rd and 7. In the shotgun, here's Jackson. There's a short one caught by Andrews. And great determination as he gets forward and picks up the 1st down.
Baltimore, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Really nice job here by the quarterback, understanding what did he need to pick up a fresh set of downs. In this case, that underneath drag route was all it took. Get the ball into the hands of your receiver, pick up a 1st down.
In motion goes Likely. Off the play fake. Jackson. Right back to Andrews. He's got another one. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line.
That's another.
Jackson to his big target, Andrews, for the Baltimore 1st down.
That quarterback called that play in the huddle. That ball was only going to one guy. He was the 1st read, the 2nd read, and the check down, and it was called to perfection. They got the perfect look and led to a nice game.
A zone read here, and he's going to keep this himself. Probably should have given that one up. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
A lot of defense's strategy of defending the zone read, Mike, is we want that quarterback to pull the ball. It's one of their few chances throughout the course of the game where they can get their hits on them, and in this case, they're able to hold them to no gain.
Jackson now on 2nd down. Left side into the hands of Hopkins. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
The drag route is certainly not the most complicated route on the route tree, but a really nice job there using the scheme to create separation He did a really nice job there working across the middle of the field as he made himself open.
In motion comes Andrews. On third down, Jackson. He finds his receiver. That's Bateman. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. It picks up 25 yards and gives them a golden opportunity. It's first and goal.
At the 8-yard line.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball.
And he'll take it on in. Patrick Ricard. Touchdown, Ravens. Now the try here for the point after. It's up and through. And the Ravens are on top. It's 14-10.
Browns 10.
The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. Here comes Ford on the return. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Now it's the Browns' turn as they get set to take over again on offense. With a solid start so far. Touchdown and a field goal on their first 2 possessions. The drive starts with a carry by Ford. He'll get in behind his blockers, get forward for a pickup of 3. The veteran Kyle Van Noy in on the tackle.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 7 from the 27. Here's Flacco. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there, make things difficult defensively, and it sets up 4th down.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable, and as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
Wester on the return. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. Lamar Jackson and the Ravens headed back out again. The lead sits at 4. So we'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. And he'll be met in the backfield and drop behind the line of scrimmage.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down. Shelby Harris gets him for a loss of 7. And now it's 3rd down.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring them down.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. To throw is Jackson. Taking off, he'll try to get there. And he's going to be stopped well short of the first down. Gain of 6, but it brings up 4th down.
And that's a great job defensively here on 3rd down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn into a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the first down.
On 4th down, the Ravens call on Jordan Stout to punt. Back deep for the Browns, it's DeAndre Carter. That is fielded at the 20. And it'll be brought down, short return, and they'll take over there. The Browns offense ready to get back at it. They'll do so with 1st and 10. They'll run with 4. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
Now they'll set up to throw. Toward the middle of the field that time, but incomplete.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. That sometimes he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
Now, here comes the screen to 4. Searching for some kind of seam to go forward. It's not there. They get him behind the line. 4th down coming up.
That's just one of those drives that was out of whack from the start, Mike. They just couldn't get anything going on the early downs, and they'll most likely punt the ball away and hope that their defense can do the same thing and get them the ball back.
And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. So here's the Baltimore offense getting set for their next drive. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. In motion goes Likely. Jackson gonna keep it himself. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. A big play there for Baltimore. It's a gain of 34.
1st down.
And this is why you tailor your offense around a guy like this. I mean, every once in a while, mix in some design runs. He's got such game-changing ability with the ball in his hands, and here, he rips off a big one.
A 1st down throw for Jackson. A pass pulled in by Henry. And he's going to make his way out of bounds. That did not work as planned. Good size loss to take on 1st down.
What they teach these backs is when you catch a check down, immediately try to get vertical. Try to put a hole in the defense coming to rally tackle. So give credit to the defense here. They strung this out and made him go sideways, and they forced him to go so far sideways, he went out of bounds.
And that's a good gain there. It's going to wind up just a couple of yards shy of that 1st down.
He may not have moved the chains, but with what they were dealing with there on 2nd down, that's a really nice pickup because now it opens up your play call sheet on 3rd down where it's a little bit more manageable.
Here's 3rd and 2. They'll run. It's Henry. He's looking for room on the edge, but could not find any. They track him down behind the line, and it's 4th down.
So it's a pretty manageable 3rd down, so they really have the option to run or pass, so they decide to keep the ball on the ground, which I don't mind as long as you've made the decision already that you're willing to use 4th down to pick up the rest of the yards. If not, I think that's a big mistake.
The kick is perfect right down the middle. And the Ravens will open up a touchdown lead. It's now 17-10.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
DeAndre Carter on the return. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. The Browns offense make their way out to take over once more. They find themselves trailing 17-10 now as they come up with first down and 10. On the ground, this is 4. He'll manage to get 2, maybe 3 on that carry. Roquan Smith there to bring him down.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
To throw is Flacco. To his tight end, Njoku. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. 15-yard pickup there. First down, Cleveland.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
2 minutes to go here till halftime. We'll come back to Baltimore after this. First and 10. From the shotgun, give to 4. And somehow he's going to get a yard out of this. He fought through that first contact. It'll bring up second down.
1-yard gain brings up second and 9.
Throwing, Flacco. On throw, right side, taken by Njoku. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 25-yard line.
It's a gain of 20.
That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
Having a tight end that can contribute in the passing game, Mike, I mean, it just seems like it's become more and more common throughout the entire league. And not only do you have to be reliable, but you have to be athletic enough after the catch to take advantage of some of these targets. So it's exactly what he does here, and you can tell why he's such a big part of this offense. Man, what a big-time play here by the corner. It feels like he knew that play was coming before the ball was even snapped. You can see he sticks his foot in the ground and bursts. He ends that play before it even has a chance to get started.
That'll be taken in by 4. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
Third down, they need 5. Flacco to throw. That one broken up in the end zone. It's incomplete. What great work just to get those hands up there. And now it's fourth down.
I like the idea of taking your shot there on third down, pushing the ball downfield, looking for the touchdown. But now as it brings up fourth down, you're already this close. You're in field goal range, but do you keep that offense on the field and try to maintain possession and see if you can come away with 6?
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Browns are able to cut it to 4. 17-13. So the mistake there, the roughing call on the field goal, they'll take the 3 points off the board, keep possession of the ball, and have it first down. They'll get a yard or 2 to the 8. Second and goal. The Browns going to use the first of their timeouts here as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half. Ball is at the 8 for second and goal. his second. They'll stop the clock at 24 seconds to go until halftime.
Down and goal.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Back to throw. Here's a screen set up for 4. Good hustle by the defense. They beat the offensive lineman to the blocks there. No gain on that screen pass.
Brings up 4th down and goal.
And with just 4 seconds left in the first half, a timeout is called. Kevin Stefanski going to turn to his field goal unit. Officially, a 29-yard attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Browns are able to cut it to 4. 17-13. So 2 seconds left to play, and the kick's away. And he will sit on it here in the end zone for a touchback.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Jackson. That's to the right side. He's got Andrews. And he's going to be out of bounds. 000 up there on the clock. We have reached the end of the first half.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the 3rd quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
All right, Scott, thank you. This one still anyone's game. We'll see who can come out with a hot hand as our second half is about to get underway. 3rd quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. Here comes Hill on the return. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. The Ravens offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this 3rd quarter. They'll begin with 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Henry. What more could you ask for on 1st down? Nice run of 8, setting up 2nd and short.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 32-yard line.
Going to go right back to Henry. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. A gain of 11 on that block. 1st down, Baltimore.
1st and 10.
This is where you have to be careful, Mike. You find yourself winning in the second half. Human instinct says, all right, let's just sit on the ball and protect the lead and let the clock run out. You can't do that. Stay aggressive. Do what got you here. Continue to mix the run with the pass. Keep your foot on the gas and try to extend this lead.
He'll burrow his way forward for a couple. Carson Schlesinger there on the stop.
5-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll try to throw here with Jackson. A throw on the move is caught. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a 1st down. after a gain of 7.
The best quarterbacks, Mike, they don't necessarily even have to see the running back in the check down. They can just feel him. It allows them to keep their eyes downfield, allow their tight ends and wide receivers to continue to work open. In this case, nice job by the quarterback getting that ball in his hands and letting him do the rest after the catch.
And it's left side and caught by Flowers. And he will get into the end zone. Jay Flowers. Touchdown, Baltimore. What a job to finish the play with a touchdown. The catch and carry in the carry part, Greg, that was the most impressive there.
Well, you said it, Mike. The catch was nice, but it's what can you do after the catch that really separates guys in this league. And in this case, he did plenty because it ended up in a touchdown.
Extra point attempt still to come. The kick is good. And the Ravens will extend this third quarter lead. All right, Scott, thank you very much. We welcome you back on EA Sports for quarter number 3. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here comes Ford on the return. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Browns offense and Jerome Ford getting set to take over once more. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. Now Flacco. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 25.
And this is really just more of the same that we saw in the first half. They have made it a huge struggle in the passing game. I mean, just no easy completions, no open space. Every single ball has been contested, and they've done a great job all day.
Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he's got about 5 on this one before he's out of bounds. And they're set up a little bit better for 3rd down.
This is a great example of why teams want to stay out of what they call passing downs, where a defense doesn't have to honor the run. In this case, they do. And, man, the play-action pass just works off of that and can really lead to some chunk plays.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
At this stage of the game, things haven't been going your way, so one more mistake, it could just be too much to overcome. So a nice decision there. Just throw it away out of bounds and give your team a fighting chance.
Punting time for the Browns. They're set to kick it away. This one, returnable. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Ravens offense and receiver Zay Flowers heading back onto the field. They built a nice lead for themselves here. They'll try to add to that, beginning with 1st down. A good physical run, motoring forward for 9.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd down and a yard. On the option, they give it to Henry. And he'll take this one forward for about 3, and that's a 1st down. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. So, 1st and 10 here now at the 38. From the gun, Jackson. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
That's a gain of 4.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
In the shotgun, here's Jackson. Throw on the run is complete. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's fourth down.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
Ravens sending the punt team out there. He's on for the second time. We'll try to get something inside the 10. And not the greatest of results here. This is going to hit the field of play and continue out of bounds. The Browns offense getting set to get back to work. The deficit is double digits, so work to do as they begin this drive with first and 10. Here's Flacco to throw. They'll try to hit him with a screen. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up second and 5.
You see so many teams wait till third down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on first down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screenplay still in the back of their head.
Escaping to his left.
So often the best pass defense is a good pass rush, and that's exactly what we saw here. The pass rush disrupted this play from the very start. The quarterback has all of his attention on the rushers rather than his receivers downfield. All he can manage to do is get back to the original line of scrimmage.
Here's a third down and 4. They'll look to throw. He'll try to run for it.
Give him credit for keeping this play alive as long as he could. This easily could have gone down for a loss, but he's kind of able to find his way forward and at least get back to the line of scrimmage.
The Browns getting their punting team out there as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Ravens offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. They'll start it here with a first and 10. Back to throw, Jackson. And he let him a bit too much. The pass is incomplete.
And up until this point, this has been an incredibly efficient game from this quarterback. I mean, it's hard to think. Here we are in the second half, and that's only his second incomplete pass. So finally, the defense is able to do something to disrupt his timing and finally try to get him out of this groove.
Jackson now on second down. Now a screen set up for Henry. And that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start, and a loss of yards on the play.
The best defenders can just sense when a screen is coming. They can tell the body language of the offensive lineman's pass set. They can tell on the drop of the quarterback. It just doesn't look right. It's exactly the case here. Great job getting to the back and taking him down for a loss.
Third and long for Jackson. And they will continue to go backwards. He's taken down for a sack.
You can tell the quarterback has built a lot of confidence in his ability to make plays today with his feet. The defense has had a hard time keeping him in check, and this time, much better job in pursuit. Even though he was able to get outside the pocket, they were able to chase him down and bring him down for a sack.
Ravens bring their punt team out. As this drive went backwards, he's on to kick it away. This kick hangs up, and the fair catch will be taken beyond the 35-yard line. Now it's the Browns' turn as they get set to take over again on offense. They'll start out first down and 10. A give to Ford on the zone read. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
It's a loss of 2.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Here's Flacco. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he'll be stopped short of the first down. He's able to look it in and get forward for a pickup of about 8.
Not every pass has to be thrown downfield. You can rely on the run after catch, especially a big body like this tight end. Get the ball in his hands early and let him pick up the rest after the catch.
They'll throw here on third and short. That's caught. It's the tight end, Njoku. And he will score. David Njoku. Touchdown, Browns. Using the tight end to get to the end zone, Greg, it's your old position. You're very familiar with that. That catch and carry. What an ability for your tight end to take it to the house.
Yeah, and this was never really the strength of my game, Mike, but we're seeing so many tight ends around the league who not only are great at securing the catch and making the tough ones, but it's their ability to extend the play after the catch that's separating them, just like we saw here.
Now, a two-point conversion attempt coming.
The Browns will line up for the two-point conversion.
Now they'll set up to throw. The pressure gets there, and down he goes.
So they decide to put the ball in the air, which I don't mind on this two-point try, but the execution was just a little bit off, and it's not going to work out in their favor this time around.
Scott, thanks. Probably a tough halftime for the defensive coordinators, trying to do something to slow down these offenses. What a show they put on in the first half. On the return, it's Keaton Mitchell. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The Ravens offense starting to trot out for this next possession. The lead is 5 as they're going to start with this first down. They'll work straight ahead with Henry. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. They'll go again here with Henry. Nothing doing there. He'll go down behind the line.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming, and he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
It is 3rd and long. In motion comes Andrews. Jackson from the gun on third down. Short, complete to Likely. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's fourth down.
So barring an aggressive decision here on fourth down, it looks like this is going to be a 3-and-out. So this offense has to get to the sideline and regroup, figure out what went wrong, fix it, because they've got to be able to maintain possession the next time out.
Now, fair catch. He'll take it at about the 24-yard line. The Browns offense and Joe Flacco getting ready for the next possession. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Heck of an effort by this runner, Mike, just to get back to the line of scrimmage. I think most backs around the league, that play would have resulted in a loss, but not this guy. Continued to fight, continued to do everything he could to prevent the loss, but it still stopped for no gain.
To throw is Flacco. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose, and it's going to force third down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. When that defender's bearing down, you really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
Now, here comes the screen to Ford. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's fourth down.
Even though they gave up that last completion, Mike, that's a really good drive there for this defense. I mean, from the beginning, on those early downs, keeping them from staying ahead of the chains, put them in a tough third down situation, and now it brings up fourth down, and looks like they're going to get off the field.
Now, fair catch called, and he's going to take it out beyond the 25-yard line. So here's the Baltimore offense getting set for their next drive. On first down, they'll start the drive with Henry. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment. Keeps this to a modest gain at best.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Throwing Jackson. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down.
And 10 yards.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. Jackson to his big target, Andrews, for the Baltimore first down.
First and 10 at the 42.
So here's a play, Mike, that is clearly designed to attack the middle third of the field. So think it's roughly the space between the numbers. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And once he understood where his leverage was and he gets his head around, great job by the quarterback on time, delivering a strike.
Right back to Andrews. He's got another one. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
16 more yards.
Back-to-back targets, back-to-back completions. That one for 16 and the first down.
Now this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
Looking into the middle, there's Flowers. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
On the pickup brings up 2nd and 2 at the Browns' 34-yard line.
They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. On the give. Here's Henry. And he's going to have a first down as he's taken down on what is the final play of this third quarter. Fourth quarter underway, and here's Henry. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's second down.
29-yard line. Brings up second down.
Jackson now. He's going to tuck it and go.
Well, we've seen time and time again just how dangerous this quarterback can be, Mike, when he decides to tuck it and take off. So that is a great job defensively to rally to the football and hold him to just a short gain.
3rd and 5. Jackson. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down.
Baltimore first down. 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
And at this stage of the game, every first down gets them one step closer to being able to finish this one out. This defense has to find a way to get off the field. They have to get the ball back to their offense to give them a chance.
In motion goes Likely. On the handoff, it's Henry. And they continue to churn out first down. What a drive. It continues now with 1st and goal.
You know, there's all this talk, Mike, about the value of the run game in today's NFL. You know when the run game matters? It matters right now. 4th quarter, you've got the lead. Can you lean on your running back and offensive line to close this game out?
1st and goal, and it's Henry. And nothing developed there. He'll get back to the 5, and that's all.
This play right here is just a clear example of just how hard it is to bring this back down, Mike. I mean, he had to break multiple tackles just to get back to the original line of scrimmage. But give credit to the defense. They kept bringing bodies at him, and they're eventually able to get him down for no gain.
2nd down, Jackson. A whole lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
He just stays on his primary read just a little bit too long. I think if he gets that ball to his check down a little bit quicker, not only is the ball completed, but I think there's some room to run. So, again, certain quarterbacks are better than others. The ability to process and eliminate targets quickly to move on to the next, that's a skill that really just comes from experience.
3rd and goal for under pressure, and down he goes. They've got him back at the 10.
And that's a big-time play. It felt like they really needed it, Mike. That was a drive where the offense seemed to be in complete control. Anytime on the defense where you find yourself on your heels, you're giving up big plays, you're giving up fresh set of downs, you need a spark. You need something to change the momentum of the drive, and we'll see if that was it right there.
So on is Tyler Loop in a big spot. This to stretch the lead to a touchdown. And this one right down the middle. It's good. A big 3 points as they extend their 4th quarter lead.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
Here comes Ford on the return. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field. The Browns offense ready to take over once more. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. Flacco. He's got his man, Carter. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. The quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
Here's Ford. He'll try to get back to the line, but he's not happening. Going to lose a yard.
He was taken down.
The offense thinks that they can just kind of plow this one up there in the middle and keep the chains moving, but not on this defense. Not only do they not pick up the 1st down, but after suffering that loss, now they've got some decisions to make on 3rd down.
They'll throw here on 3rd and short yardage. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line.
We're starting to see in these passing situations, Mike, this defensive line is starting to have their way against this group up front because right now, their pass protection is breaking down, and this quarterback's paying the price for it.
On 4th down, out comes the punter. He'll be forced to punt, trailing here in the 4th quarter. Fair catch is called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. The Ravens offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. The advantage is 8. We'll see if they can make this a 2-score game on this drive. 1st down and 10. Here's Henry.
Defensive coaches preach every day, Mike, swarm to the ball. Get as many hacks to the ball carrier as possible. And this is a great reason why. The ball carrier is able to make the first guy miss, but it was the pursuit from the rest of the defense that's able to get him down and keep him to no gain.
2nd and 10. Play action now. Jackson. He'll step up and run. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. 10 yards on the scramble there. And he picks up the 1st down.
That's good for a Baltimore Raven.
We've seen this quarterback have some effective plays with his legs all game today, Mike. He knows when to stay in there and look to pass, but he also knows when it's time to tuck it and go, and he's able to pick up good yardage there.
Give right up the middle to Henry. Still keeping the legs moving, somehow managing to turn that into a gain.
Brings up 2nd down.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 8. They'll run it with Henry. Going to be made down at the 40-yard line. A pickup of 12 yards. Good for a Raven 1st down.
4th quarter, you find yourself protecting a 1-possession lead. It's a fine line, Mike, between do I keep the ball on the ground, continue to work the clock, or stay aggressive, try to extend this lead to a multiple possession game. That's the balance this play caller is dealing with right now.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, inside the 20.
It's a gain of 20.
They get an even 20 on that one. 1st down, Baltimore.
When this offense is really in gear, Mike, a lot of it is because of the ability of Lamar Jackson running the football. He is what makes this thing go, and you can see why.
They'll run it on 1st down with Henry. Broke through the initial contact, winds up getting about 3. It's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd down.
They'll try to throw here with Jackson. A pass pulled in by Henry. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd.
What an advantage it brings a defense when you have cornerbacks that are such willing tacklers. It just brings an extra element to the ability to defend the entire field. And this is a great example here why.
Jackson going to keep this one himself. This will not do the trick. They've stopped him behind the line. 4th down coming up.
It's 4th down.
Trying to catch the defense off guard with this designed quarterback run. Doesn't go down for a sack, but either way, defense was ready for it, able to bring the quarterback down for a loss.
So on is Tyler Loop in a big spot. This to make it a 2-possession lead. And this one right down the middle. It's good. And that could be big. They now take a 2-score advantage.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
They'll get across the 20, mark them down at the 23-yard line. The Browns offense ready to come back out for this next possession. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. Open this drive on the ground with 4. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2.
Owe on the tackle. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 26-yard line.
So from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and 8. Now Flacco. Here's a screen set up for Judkins. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
Things certainly look a little improbable right now, Mike, but I wouldn't say impossible. I think they've got to capitalize on this possession to pick up some points. Every single possession right now is priceless. Points, possessions, and then they got to get some defensive stops.
Throwing, Flacco. A throw, right side, taken by Njoku. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd down at the 41-yard line.
From the 41, here's 2nd down and 3. Flacco to throw. That'll be caught by the running back, Judkins. Oh, a nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
Sometimes it's easy for a defense to lose track of a running back, especially when he leaks out from the backfield, but not the case here. They kept eyes on him the whole time. Comes in, makes a sure tackle, and drops him for a loss.
This one down the field, but lined up incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's 4th down. That one hauled in. It's complete. And they're going to get the 1st down. They were forced to go for it, and it's going to work out for them.
Some teams just have a stronger appetite for being willing to go for 4th down tries, even on their side of the field, Mike, and we're seeing it so much more often. The days of just punting the ball back and forth and saying, hey, we're going to play good defense. Remember, the better your defense, that doesn't mean you should punt. The better your defense, the more chances you should take on offense.
Cedric Tillman was the intended target. It's 2nd down. Here's Flacco. Throwing left side there, but it is incomplete. Dylan Sampson was the man he was trying to hook up with there. And it'll be third down.
So this is where it gets really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know it's a pass-first situation, so extra defensive backs, the zones and the coverage are a little bit tighter and cloudier, and he's having a hard time finding any open windows downfield.
Open man, right side, he's got it. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. They've got all 3 timeouts left, but need to score quick. It's 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. That's 13 more on that play. And quickly, another first down.
It's been tough sledding for this offense all day today, Mike, but especially here in the second half. So they are just in desperate need of a spark, just something to get their offense into a little bit of a rhythm if they want to have any chance to find themselves back into this game here late.
And he will get into the end zone. Cedric Tillman, touchdown Cleveland.
Well, that was step 1. The offense did their job, get this thing back within 1 possession, so they're still alive. But now they've got to find a way to get a little bit of luck and find a way to get the ball back, and it's not going to be easy.
So, certainly some importance to this one now. After the touchdown, they could get this down to a field goal with a 2-point conversion. So they get the 2-point conversion, and all of a sudden that 11-point deficit down to just a field goal here in the 4th.
Mike, I think all of us can remember exactly where we were during a certain Super Bowl where throwing the ball this close to the goal line ended up being a disaster. But unlike that time, they ran this pass play to perfection, and the result, 2 points. All right, so you take your shot, you don't get it. But now your defense has to save the day. You've got all 3 timeouts. You've got to get a stop here, force them to punt the ball back, and give your offense a chance to win the game.
Lamar Jackson and the Ravens headed back out again. And this defense has got to be at its wits' end trying to come up with a way to keep him contained. He's had so many opportunities to tuck it and go, and he's turned a number of those into big plays. On the ground, here's Henry. The Browns going to use the first of their timeouts here, and they'll get together prior to this second down play. They'll run. It's Henry. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up third down. Now we'll get a timeout, Cleveland. That's their second. Talk things over before third down. From the gun, Jackson. Taking off, he'll try to get there. The Browns going to use the last of their timeouts now. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down. taking advantage of the room to run. A gain of 19 on the scramble.
At the 25-yard line.
First and 10. Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. So it's a win here for the Ravens. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. And that is the difference in this one. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Ravens are victorious as we say so long from Baltimore.